Is this the greatest game of all time? Watch this Paul Morphy absolute masterclass. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over potentially the greatest game of all time. I guess the greatest game of all time can be very subjective, but this was a lovely game. It started with e4, e5, knight f3, and d6. All standard book moves. Paul Morphy pushed his pawn to d4, still in book. And bishop g4. This was the first mistake by the pair, Duke Carl and Count Izord. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. D takes e5. Before capturing the pawn, the pair took on f3 with their bishop, and Morphy recaptured with his queen. He already has a 1.7 advantage. After this, they then recaptured the pawn. And I'll give you a second to think. But you want to create a checkmate threat here. That's exactly what Paul Morphy did with bishop c4. It may be an inaccuracy, but at the time, this is probably considered a very strong move. You could say it blew up the board. c4. Okay. After this, knight f6 was then played, blocking the checkmate. Queen blocks was best, but that's just not what occurred. And now, to continue the threat on this pawn, Paul Morphy went queen b3. This is now attacking, and this knight is obviously not blocking it anymore. After this, queen e7 was played, defending this pawn. This pawn can be taken, but the queens would be traded. This rook is not free. After this, knight to c3 was played. Not bugging. Knight to c3, not knight to c6. c6 was then played. This was played protecting the pawn, all that yada yada. Bishop g5 was played, thus is pinning the knight to the queen. And now b5 was played, and Paul Morphy found an excellent idea. I'll give you a couple seconds to find it. It was a knight sacrifice. Knight takes b5, sacrificing the full knight. The pair took back, and Morphy took back with check. The pair then blocked the check with the knight, and now long castles. This puts even more pressure on this knight. Rook d8 was played, defending the knight, and Paul Morphy sacrificed, I guess not really sacrificed, takes the rook. Rook takes back. Rook d1, applying even more pressure. This game is over. It's over. And they're up +3. A rook for 2 pawns. But look at the position. This is killer. The pair offer a queen trade. But of course, Paul Morphy does not accept. And he takes the rook with check. Knight takes the rook. And now, Paul Morphy, with the finishing blow, sacrifices the queen! Like, what? The queen. Queen sacrifice. The king can't move. Only legal move? Knight takes. A forced queen sacrifice. And now there's checkmate and 1 on the board. Rook d8 checkmate. An absolute dismantling in only 17 moves. This game is also known as the Opera game. It's very well known, and if you recognize it, that might be why. It was absolutely wild. It's really poetry. Well, not poetry. It's art. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Consider liking and subscribing. Goodbye.